What's going on, everybody? You're tuned into BC Sport Locker. As you can see, I got my Miami Heat windbreaker on, so you know it's going to be some NBA talk. We're going to hit up some predictions for the round by round for the NBA playoffs, which started this past weekend. So we're going to kick it off with the Eastern Conference, and then I'll do a Western Conference video after this one. But let's kick it off with the Raptors Wizards. Obviously, the Raptors won Game One, which is a good first step. They had been playing not too well in the Game Ones in the previous postseasons, so this is a good step for them and to their ultimate goal to make it to the finals. The Wizards limped into the playoffs literally with John Wall's injury, and they didn't play well down the stretch without him. Beal tried his best to keep them in things, but they just didn't get it done, and they finished with the eighth seed. And I think this will be a good matchup. Obviously, on paper, they tied the season series 2-2, and that's something that's important because they obviously play each other well. And with John Wall coming back, that'll definitely help this Wizards team try and make a run and maybe beat the Raptors, but I don't think they get it done this year. The Raptors just upped their game this entire season, especially DeMar DeRozan, the way he's been shooting from three. And I think they win this one in six. If the Wizards can find a way to lock down Kyle Lowry and DeRozan, then maybe that gives them an even better chance to push it to seven. But I don't think they get it done this year. They just struggled too much early on, and I don't think they're going to be able to overcome what the Raptors have. I think the one thing the Raptors do need is to get more production from their bench, especially with Fred VanVleet out. Hopefully he comes back soon. But they need a little bit more production from their bench to make things go a little bit smoother and maybe not have to go six and get it done in five. But I think the Raptors win in six. Let's move on to the second series, the Bucks versus Celtics. Obviously, with Kyrie and Gordon Hayward out, not many people are going to pick these Celtics to do anything. But these kids are playing tough, and obviously you got an all-star in Al Horford who's not going to back down from anyone. I think the Bucks got a chance to do this, but they're gonna have to win Game Two. If they don't win Game Two, this thing could go downhill very fast. The Bucks are sort of like the Wizards; they sort of limped into a seventh seed. They played great earlier in the year, and then after Jason Kidd got fired and a lot of things going on, they just haven't been able to play consistently well. They've had games where they looked great, and then they've had games where they looked terrible. I think the Bucks are gonna win this one in seven, but they're going to have to rely on Giannis and other players to play well consistently. They need better play from Eric Bledsoe defensively. That three that he gave to Rozier to almost win the game was terrible. Obviously, Chris Middleton came back and sent it to OT, but they're going to need better play on defense. But I think the Bucks win this one in six, and that's no disrespect to the Celtics. I just don't think they have enough firepower to get it done. Let's move on to the 3-6 matchup. My Heat versus Sixers. Obviously, the Sixers are a 3 seed. Been playing well on a 17-game win streak if you include that last game against us. Second half was hard for us. We were having trouble at the free throw line, and we couldn't make shots out elsewhere. And they were on fire from three. Ilyasova, Saric, Redick, they just couldn't be stopped. We're obviously going to have to slow them down. I think when Embiid does come back, I don't know if that'll be tonight. I doubt it. He is going to slow that down a little bit for them because he's going to want some post touches, and that's going to be on Hassan Whiteside to try and lock him down. We're obviously a team that focuses on defense, so we're going to have to show that we can do that and provide some great defense against the Sixers team. And I think the Heat. I hope you guys didn't think I was going to pick against my team. That's not happening. I think the Heat win this one in six. The Sixers are playing great. I just don't think they have the experience to overcome what the Heat offer. This is a team who's had guys like James Johnson, who's been in the playoffs with the Raptors, Justice Winslow, Tyler Johnson, Josh Richardson were in the playoffs when they played against the Raptors a few years ago with D Wade. So this Heat team knows what they're doing, and I think they're going to get it done in six. Let's go to the most intriguing matchup in the Eastern Conference: Pacers versus Cavs. Obviously, the Pacers ran away with yesterday's game, winning by 18, but it was a lot more throughout the game. LeBron played well in his 15th year. This guy is playing amazing, but they're going to need a little bit more help from other players. Kevin Love, Jeff Green had no points. They're going to need so much help if they're trying to win this matchup. Me personally, I can't bet against LeBron James, and not in the first round. I don't think he'll make it to the finals this year. I don't see him, especially if this team plays the way that they've been playing. But I think they're going to win this first round matchup. I think the Cavs win in seven. But shout out to the Pacers, man. They've been playing great. They traded away a superstar in Paul George and got back somebody in Victor Oladipo who underperformed in OKC. But he's still a great player, and he proved that last night, and he's proved that over the entire season, which means I think he'll win Most Improved Player. But it's crazy. They traded away Paul George, somebody who got swept by LeBron last year. Obviously, they had Kyrie, and now you get back Victor Oladipo and you guys win game one. So I think this game is going to go. I think this series is going to go seven. I think the Cavs are going to pull it out, though. You can't go against LeBron, not in the first round. It's too soon for him to go home. But I think the Cavs win this one. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys got winning each game, each series? and leave them down in the comments. And stay tuned for the Western Conference video coming up right after this. Peace.